And your favorite VTuber Android, and this is a cry for help. No, but really, this is Sakura's Spirit. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the Sakura franchise, very high quality game series, you know, that's why there's so many of them, because people just keep demanding more. And that's why a friend of mine bought me this a long time ago, and it has sat in my Steam library ever since, ideally not being played that much. Outside of very specific occasions where I'm trying to, like, make jokes with my friends. So, I was gonna play Danganronpa 2, but I was like, you know what? I want a little bit of time between Danganronpa 1 and 2, so that way it's not just like, oh, I'm just going back and forth and all that. And I will get to Danganronpa 2 next week. Hello, Yuno and Akane, welcome to the stream. What the fox says why? Why am I playing this? Anyway, what I'm trying to get across here is that I will get to Danganronpa 2 in a week. For now, hey, Firewall, welcome to the stream. Holy shit, Arrow, these fat motherfuckers can actually lay pipe! Oh my god. Oh, I didn't turn the game audio up, but welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How are you all doing? Oh man, but anyway, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Anyway, look at how high quality this game is. We're already having a good time. Alright, start game. Every person has a dream they wish to pursue. Yet, as people grow up, they often come to realize the truth. Dreams are nothing more than fairy tales. At least, that's what most people say. Danganronpa Summer Game is peak. Yeah, I will get to that, but first I need to do something that I hate. So, here we are. Oh, why did I do this? Why did I choose? Guys, let it be known. I probably could have just started Danganronpa 2 this week, and I chose to play this, so here we are. The fat motherfucker season, we need to be carbo loading the hyperbolic time chamber. Absolutely. Watching Duck Dynasty, you know, just getting full up on lard. Every man has a dream he wants to accomplish. However, there is something really important you should know, my boy. A real man doesn't give up on his dream, no matter what overwhelming challenges he might have to face. Alright, what voice do I want to do for the main character? I don't want to do the normal thing. Let's... What voice do I want to use? That's like the swimsuit people. That's fair. Akane is horny, confirmed. Why do I have 6 people watching me play this? Alright. What voice do I want for the main character? You know, I've heard my English accent was absolutely, like, terrible. So I'm gonna... You know what? I'll do my, my New York accent for the main character. I still remember those foolish words my dad used to say. But despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them. Ever since I was a young child, I've been interested in martial arts. Didn't matter whether I watched a match on television or read a manga about some heroic martial artist. It has always been my dream to become a martial artist one day. Of course, it was a bit childish of me to think that I could have become a hero simply by learning martial arts, and I also live in New York, so it's a little unlikely. I've been doing just fine, Firewall. How you been doing? You have 2 words. What? It took you time to resort to hentai games for views. I'm sorry, I didn't intend for this. I didn't think people would watch this. I thought specifically this would be like a dead stream. I did not intend for this to happen. None of this is going according to plan. Here we are, though. This is what we're doing. Also, technically, this isn't a hentai game. There's actually no nudity in this game, which makes it even funnier. It's like, why would you play this? Massive titties and I mean... Fair. I just looked back at the thumbnail. You're actually correct about that. Yeah, that's fine. That happens. Oh, no. Even though I already understood that superheroes were nothing more than figments of my imagination, I still had a desire to use my strength for the sake of others. My name is... Gushken Takahiro. A 17-year-old rising judo star, the ultimate judo star. And no, that's not me bragging. I'm actually about to take part in a tournament 2 weeks from now that can make or break my career on an international level. Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dreams and represent my country at a sport that I loved. But the same excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. Big tits. Hey, that's... You know, I understand that. That's fair. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Everyone watches for that reason. And while those worrisome thoughts haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from outside the window. Alright, Koyomi. Who do I want to do for Koyomi? Oi, Tacklecone, get your butt in gear. Alright, no, that can't be it. Okay. I'll be right there, Koyomi. Should have drawn girl head in the swimsuit. I still need to draw girl head, period. Wait, let me rephrase that. I still need to draw girl head, end of sentence. Yeah, I'm here for Arrowhead. Thank you, Yuno. Finally, someone here for the true star of the show. It's not Boobs. It is me. It's not usually me, but, you know, sometimes. Not wanting to keep Koyomi waiting, I quickly dashed towards the front door to let her in, not knowing that I was still in my pajamas. And I sleep naked, which made it especially weird. Hold on a second, Koyomi. Gotta grab my shoes before we head off to school. Koyomi, Really? I never realized our school had a strict uniform or sleepwear policy. Holy shit, that's the worst voice that I ever do. Draw a girl from the neck down. I really, at some point, I should do that. Maybe I'll just have her be entirely from the neck down. Just have that be like a... Like the joke with her is that she doesn't have a head. She's like headless. Or something. I don't know. Doulahan. Nice jammies, by the way. Did you buy them from your mom? What a fucking strict... Amazing burn. Just... choke me around the heart. I don't know. For a moment, my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. I let out a groan of annoyance and marched back towards my room. There's nothing wrong with my jammies. The Golden Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Where we are, currently. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Mumbling those words, I was not mumbling. I started stripping out of my clothes, not particularly minding the presence of the girl behind me. I'm gonna finally have built a team on Danganronpa S that isn't swimsuit. That kind of defeats the point, though, doesn't it? It could be swimsuit. Wow, there's an actual sprite for her. It only happened once. You know very well that it was super hot that night. And geez, warn me before you strip naked in front of me, you idiot. Error would be permanent until the game accidentally slips some naked titty pics and YouTube destroys him. I don't think it's gonna do that. And even then, I just have to, like, private the stream or something, so it'll be fine. Actually, wait, hold on. I have a special screen I've made just in the preparation for something like this. Hold on a sec, let's try this. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah. Maybe not as good as I thought. Uh-oh. You sound like Shaggy. God damn it, don't... Oh boy. Well, that was working. Huh. It was working until just now. You've all seen it. God damn it. Already doing this, aren't we? Okay. I should have checked the settings and made sure there wasn't a turn off nudity or something. I am 95% sure. Ish. Nekopara had one of those. Yeah, Nekopara had one of those. Unfortunately, okay, good. Here we are. There's the settings. There we go. Back to normal. You didn't seem to mind it when we were little. Maybe you wanted me to turn around instead? No, stop! Don't make me kick your ass, Scoob! I decided I'd teased her enough and quickly pulled on my pants, proceeding with the remaining few items of clothing before I was suitably dressed for school. Not Nakapara, oh yeah, Shaggy, I gotcha. Cause her hair is messy, yeah. Anyway, school, yeah. Besides, I had a reason for being so distracted. You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in that hollow skull of yours? It's that upcoming match. I have no idea how anyone can remain calm when an international career is at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if I had made up enough doomsday scenarios to fill up the apocalypse genre. Oh right, the judo thing. I'm sure you'll do fine. I've seen some of your matches and you kick butt. And of course, if you're really worried, you can always pray. Homer? Pray? What? Don't tell me you don't know. It's one of the school's legends. Apparently, there's some shrine out in the forest that if you pray to it brings you good luck. Ichikawa-san said that his sister prayed to it the night before her exam, and she got a perfect score. Bart! Impressive, Takahiro. You made me use 0.00001% of my nudity powers. Nudity makes you stronger on this planet. A shrine that said to bring you good luck? Sounds like bogus to me, but at this point I'm willing to try anything, I guess. From Shaggy to Marge. Yeah, it's the natural evolution. They used a rare candy on me and I just evolved. I'll ask Ichikawa-san about the location. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and end up in modern-day Tarzan. Well, whatever. That's not even either of them. Homer? Well, whatever. If you do go looking, at least send me a message to let me know. And will you hurry up? We're going to be late again. Homer? A hero is never too early, nor are they too late. They arrive precisely when needed. J.R.R. Tolkien. Takahiro. But for the sake of avoiding detention, let's hurry. That's a wizard, not a hero, genius! How can one person be such a sports nerd and such a geek at the same time? Dagi evolved from the grass type into an electric type. That's where he unlocks his Ultra Instinct skill, yeah. Let's not forget the Casanova and Man of the Year candidate bits. The important details. I doubt you'd qualify for either one of them, Pajama Boy. Anyway, let us boldly go where everyone has gone before. To school. Sure. Nerd! Several hours later. It's a lot of dots. Later that day, I finally got a chance to talk to my classmate about the location of the shrine that Koyomi had mentioned earlier. Gym was the last thing on the schedule for today, so once people got ready to go, I approached that guy. Hey Ichikawa, is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to bring you good luck? What do we do? When do we see them titties? Oh, we'll see them soon enough. Don't you worry about that if my memory of this game is correct. Let me guess. You want to date her? Well, even though I do have to admit that she's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Not to mention, you're not her type. I already got my hands full dealing with Koyomi. You can keep your sister to yourself. Joke aside, I'm more interested in that shrine. Did you mention where she found it? I don't know there was anything near that forest side from the dojo. Oh, well, she said something about it being near a river, and quite high up. To be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention when she was talking about it. I've played a little bit before with friends. Outside of that, I know nothing, thankfully. I mean, she was wearing this top and it was tied in the... I forgot about this part. Stop! I seriously don't need to know the details, and I doubt anyone else is interested, so... Do you know anyone who might have heard about the shrine? You NPC looking ass. I think that's one of the funnier insults that's come out of the modern day. It's just like, you NPC. Jesus Christ. Are you guys talking about the lucky shrine out in the forest? The one and only. According to Ichikawa's sister, there's supposed to be one near a river. Thankfully. Thankfully, I've only played a little bit of it, as opposed to a lot of it. So, it's like getting one of your fingers cut off versus a bunch of your fingers cut off. Like, I'd rather have fewer fingers cut off than more, you know? I don't know about that, but there's this fiery girl at the Sakura dojo who knows more about it. Wait, are you talking about Aria-sama? About this tall, ridiculously strong, and super scary? That's the one. Oh, in that case, I believe I can still be of help, Takehiro-kun. I know where that place is. Of course you do. We both do. You just want to tag along, don't you? I don't think Aria-senpai will appreciate you visiting her with your usual tricks in mind. I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished practice. Blood, sweat, and tears. Shut up! I don't peep at the ladies. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look upon Aria-sama's glorious body in any state of nudity. Mainly because the artist didn't draw any. Oh, so you haven't seen her naked yet? I've seen a bit of side boob, but the hole I found didn't really let me get a good view of. Here we go. Someone called the cops. Each cause the peeping Tom has confessed. It's more like every time you get cut a finger, you get to stare at titties, which is more than fair competition. You say that until you've seen, like, I don't know, twice, and then, like, if you're not horny, it doesn't really mean anything. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder as I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process and prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation. This is unfair! I was coerced! I won't say another word until I speak with my lawyer! Huh. When school was over, I decided to take my chances with the little bit of intel I had managed to obtain from my classmates. You know, funny thing, with me doing this voice, it's kind of like this is the backstory of Gumshoe. Hey there, pal. I had managed to obtain from my classmates. If my memory served me right, Aria-senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. She was a judo student just like myself, but for whatever reason, she had been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now. Aria-senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking for any sign of the girl. I'll have her talk like Link, how about that? Follow the shouts and you'll find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Aria seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now was a perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached a hand towards her shoulder. Aria! Feeling a hand on his shoulder, Aria reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud grunt, shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. I didn't have time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. Didn't they say her hair was, like, long or whatever? I don't know. Kunoichi, more like Tasmanian devil. That throat didn't have a shred of mercy in it. There are two kinds of people that play these games. People that play them, ironically, for a laugh. People that get their nut off from these games. I can do both. Don't put me in a box, but I am definitely part of the former on that one. Like, I don't really see the appeal of, like, porn VNs, because usually, like, how can I tell if I'll be horny when I get to one of those scenes, you know? Because, like, I don't know, sometimes there's, like, a really good story to it, and it's like, well, fuck, man, I could nut to this, but I really want to see how fucking Hanayo gets out of the situation. How she fixes her problems with her parents or whatever. And it's like, then why? Why would I play that? and it's for the story. And that's what I tell myself. I'm looking at it for the art, okay? I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't hurt. Where to start? You used to take part in big and important matches in the past, right? Didn't you ever get nervous before going into the ring? You could just ask her where the thing is, dude. It's not hard. You did not just pull the I watch hentai for the plot card. Okay, but some hentai, man, some hentai has a really good plot. Sometimes. And it actually makes sense, kind of. I'll show you some later. Via me streaming it, but like, you know, not literally hentai, but something, look, yeah, it'll make sense eventually. Just me justifying my taste to the audience. Oh boy, alright. Alright. Yeah. Well, obviously I can't go and hide from my match. But one of my friends made the stupid suggestion that I go pray or something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves a little. Hey, you mean the match? Of course I am. I like to imagine that, like, this is like one of those R2-D2 situations where, she just says nothing, and he's like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. Like a Pikachu sort of thing. You don't need to justify anything. I am perfectly secure in the amount of animated porn that I watch. And the reasons for doing so. You're right, I don't need to justify anything. I don't need to do anything at all. I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent this country in the sport I love. Arya seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually, she snapped her fingers and grabbed a tight hold of me. You know what you're into, and I respect that. Thanks, I guess. I have no response for this at this point. Oh boy. Something of value. That's interesting right there. That's an interesting line. Huh. I guess I'll have to think of something before we get there. Yeah, thanks, Senpai. I appreciate the help. You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while? It is funny how if you only read the stuff from his side of the conversation, you still kind of get what they're talking about. After Arya's return, quick preparations were made, and I followed the directions noted on the map. Didn't know Link watched hentai. You just hear him from the other room, and he's like, and you hear like the sound of him, like the Master Sword charging, but you see it right next to you, so you know it's not that. Oh, Nintendo's gonna kill me. Quick preparations were made, and I followed the directions noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back in case I get lost was a bit sketchy. Just look down and you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on the hill. Forcing the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. As he beats his meat. With the sword. And then all of a sudden from the other room you see like, yeah! And you see like the game over screen, but you don't know what caused it. I followed Arya's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour or so I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone could secretly be living there. Perhaps some secret martial arts master? The thought of a hermit living living in hiding with the shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. What world does this guy live in? I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed in annoyance at the fact that aside from the shrine itself, the grounds surrounding it seemed completely abandoned. There was no way anyone could be living there. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I folded up the map I had been given. Putting it inside my bag, I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, so I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work. The stream went downhill really quick. You don't say. You don't say. That's kind of the problem with a lot of my stuff, is that I make one joke that's pretty funny, and then there's still an hour left of the entire stream. But hey, we're already like halfway through this one, so this one might go something. You don't know, there could be something really funny that happens in like 2 seconds. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, so I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work out. I don't even think luck will do me much good in a match like this. Then why did you come here? Oh, so he could come here. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in martial arts. Judo is about using all the knowledge you have gained through training, as are most things, right? Am I wrong about that? Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. Exactly, that's most things. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Except for gambling. That's pretty good for that. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, a female voice. How curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet he stands here surrounded by the very thing he denounces. Upon hearing the voice, I look around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Hey, you! Is that you? Who's there? Quite the cliched question, but the right thing to ask is, where am I? What are you talking about? Show yourself! Not yet. Entertain me for a little while longer, would you? This is a place like no other. Why did you come here if you do not believe in things such as luck? I came here to prepare myself. Oh, do enlighten me about what this something might be that you're preparing yourself for. I felt a little bit annoyed as the question continued, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I'd be able to find out where she was hiding. I'm preparing for a tournament. A judo match. Judo? What might that be? Seriously? You don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art. So you're a warrior. Hesitant to go into battle and came here in hopes of finding the resolve to fight. I'm not sure about the warrior part, but how fortunate. It just so happens there is a need for one of your kind. My kind? A hero. This shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return. Okay, I have a zone I could give you. I don't want that. That's like what the others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So, what's next? Do I offer up my allowance or something? Don't be silly. Money is of little importance to a hero. You've never played an RPG. At any point in your life. For you, the sacrifice will be something of much greater value. I will be looking forward to seeing what destiny has in store for you. As if on cue, I began to feel nauseated from the moment the girl's words reached my ears, my head spinning wildly. Slowly, I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard. Well then. This looks like if you told me that Genshin Impact existed and asks me to draw what I think a gacha game with a lot of popular female characters would look like. Or actually, no, not even that. It's more like, if you ask me to draw, like, a character who's very visibly, like, you've beaten me in a Pokemon battle, but I have nothing to give you. Unless. But, this is like, it's like if one of those ads where it's like, you won't last 5 minutes playing this game, and I've lasted currently like 30. So, all things considered, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Good luck, hero. You're going to need it. Despite my attempts to get back up, all I managed was a brief look at the girl. A sight of horns and a tail. That's what you noticed first? Alright. Left many questions, but before I had a chance to utter even a single word, my consciousness succumbed into the darkness. Yet more ellipses. Rays of sunlight started me back to life. A groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. Looks like someone's Twitter OC. I know, right? I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. To make things even stranger, the path that I had followed amidst the trees seemed better maintained than I'd remembered. I should probably head home. That thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby. Stern voice. What stern voice should I do? I cannot believe Arrow could design something so lewd. I mean, I probably could if I had to. I'm just not good at drawing, like, anything, mostly. I'm very good at drawing myself, but, I mean, who isn't? Let's see. Arms! Get back here! Hikage, stop them at once! Another stern voice. Raiden. Just what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them! I'm trying to stop them! Sing-song voice. Homer Simpson. Sure, yeah, I think they've noticed what's missing, One-sama. That's not even close to Homer, but I'll do it anyway. Mature voice. Fucking, I don't know. Peter Griffin? Yeah, keep running, little one. No, that's a little too close to my main character voice. Hey, Peter. What's more mature sounding than Patrick Warburton? Why not? Keep running, little one, and we might just make it. Just when I thought the day couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footfalls could be heard nearby. Okay, so just to recap. I'm pretty sure this one is, Patrick Warburton. This one's Homer Simpson. This one's Senator Armstrong. And this one's Raiden. I think. Alright, anyway. What in the world is going on here? Further ahead, I saw a couple of girls in fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about this scene. Something that didn't make any sense. The girls being chased had the ears and tails of an animal, and the pursuers appeared to be armed with a katana and a naginata. I think is how you pronounce that. And her hand is a spike. As is hers. Oh boy. Alternative title. Arrow does cartoon impressions for 2 hours, occasionally interrupted by titties. Accurate, but bold of you to think this will even last 2 hours. Can I mentally hold out on this game for 2 hours? Oh wait, people are talking. Katana Girl, I think that's this one. Actually, I feel like the Katana one should be Raiden. Honestly, just for, you know, lore accuracy. You conniving fox! Come back here at once! I'm getting a little too loud for my mic. Hold on a sec. Let me just pitch that down a sec. You conniving fox! Come back here at once! This is gonna be serious? Fuck no. Fuck no. This is just to tide people over till Danganronpa 2 comes out. Or not comes out, but like until I play it next week. But like, yeah, next week I'm doing Danganronpa 2. This was just kind of like a little break in between, just so it's not like constant, oh, it's just Ace turning Danganronpa back and forth. This is just a little bit of variety, a little bit of spice of life. Didn't intend for it to be like actually spicy, but here we are. Originally I was gonna do like Unipop, but like, I thought that might be a little too much for this sort of thing. We'll see. If this does well, maybe I'll do Unipop just for like comedy, but like, I don't know. Either way. Return what you stole immediately. Naginata girl. You guys ready for the Senator Armstrong voice saying, "Give me back my panties"? Hold on. Raiden. How do I do the Armstrong voice? It's like, enough about blowjobs. We need to talk about American jobs. Okay. Give me back my panties. The American dream. Hikage, how could you say something out loud like that? The blonde one was Homer Simpson. Okay. Panties. Oh, this is the worst stream I've ever done. This is it. This is the one that gets me demonetized, and I'm not even monetized yet, so it's even worse. Okay. And the silver-haired one is... Hey, Peter. Oh no, help, save us from the rampaging women. That's right, yeah. That might be too deep for me. I may need a new voice for this one. As I watched the girls run off, I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. Hey, oh my god, you actually want to strike? Unipop isn't even prohibited to be streamed on Twitch. I mean... It'd be funny, though. I mean, you know, if I have the patch, it should be fine, right? Like, that's how that works. I'm just saying, you know, it's... you know... All I'm trying to get across here is that I've seen people do it before. I'm sure I could get it done, possibly. But I'm not willing to put money on that. Anyway. As I watched the girls run off, I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. Well, I didn't know what in the world was going on. The two girls armed with rather realistic looking props. Surely they couldn't be real. It had me worried. I couldn't very well call myself a hero if I let something like that go by without acting. I'm so going to regret this. Yes, you are. Why are you doing this? Mumbling an annoyance, I chased after the girls. Hikage, go around to the left. Right. I said left. Why do you always undermine me? I wasn't saying right. I was, You know what? Never mind. Let's just run after them. As I was chasing the girls, I noticed that the trees seemed to be getting denser, making it gradually more difficult to navigate along the path. Oh, nice. I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to feel a bit. We should put the stream in a museum next to Torture Devices Expo. Next to like, you know those exhibits they have about people who did horrible things? It's just a picture of me like smiling but glitching out a little bit, like and then like a picture of like, well, this is what happened before World War III broke out. You know, he just had to stream Sakura Spear because he was a little tired of Danganronpa, so he decided to take a small break, and this is what happened. World War III. Unparalleled destruction caused by an Android VTuber. think, what voice should I do for her to differentiate? I guess I could just do the Scottish one, but I feel like I always do that. So, let me think. What else? What else do I got? A different Matt Groening character. Just a little longer, Michael-chan. We're almost... Michael, not that now! Not now! Sorry, Mune-sama. Alright, odd choice of words there, but yeah. Scissor attack! Arrived just in time to find a scene taken straight from an action movie. The girl with the blonde hair had collapsed, held in companion's protective embrace. The two armed girls were approaching them almost unmistakably with killing instincts running amok. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt it. Those girls were going to be in for a beating if I didn't stop them. Okay, but you heard why they were getting chased, so why are you still... Oh my god. Look, I'm not saying I could write a better plot than a very soft-core porn game, but... Man, I feel like I could. I feel like I could make something that makes a little more sense than this. You know what's funny? There are dozens of these Sakura games. There's a lot of them. Some of them have sequels. I don't even know why. But here we are. Oh boy, give the light blonde girl the Frank Reynolds voice. Oh, the Frank Reynolds voice. Yeah. I'll be the trash man. I'll throw trash at him. Charlie, you had a lot of balls stealing my money. That's probably as close as I can get. Danny DeVito's got one of his voices that's a little hard for me to do. We've got you now, thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. We'll sell your shares. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without knee undies on. Never mind. No, I don't got a joke for that. Let's just... Yeah. Although I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kind of nice. Keeps me feeling fresh and tingly. Hikage, goodness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you, it's about our undergarments. Stolen! And these two criminals being brought to justice. One-sama, it hurts. My head hurts. What voice did I give her again? I already forgot. Oh, god damn it. Actually, you know what? How about this? Alright, oh wait, Dr. Zoidberg, that was it. It's going to be okay, little one. Hey, guards! If you're so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch! Stop it right there. Wait, no. Stop it right there. Is Sakura just the name of the genre? It's basically the name of the genre-ish kind of stuff, because, like, it's the same developer, I think. Kitsune is the Frank. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Alright, so this one's Frank, this one's Homer Simpson. However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl tossed something into the air. Whatever it was flying straight towards my head. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered. Oh my god. I can't see! Who the hell tosses it? Oh my god, I can already see where this is going. Oh no. I almost don't want to... You know, you can't really feel bad for me on this, because I always put myself in these situations, and then I complain about it as if it wasn't my fault, but it was. Not only was it my fault, it was completely avoidable. So, like, the hell am I here for, even, really? You know, maybe in case something does actually pop up on screen, I should have, like, myself blocking it. So hold on, let me work my magic. Transform! Or, wait, hold on. Even better. Aha! Perfect blocking technique. As passed down through the generations of my family. It's been perfect. Never mind, it hasn't been perfected. I need to. Yeah, there we go. I felt there all of us have moments of weakness. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Well, we all failed in a moment of passion there, Jimbo. Peeling the items off my face. I raised them into the air, looking like a professor examining an important sample while all thieves made their escape. What? Oh, god damn it. A pink bra and lacy black panties? Oh boy, I knew this wasn't gonna end well. Oh boy. Ha! You there! Are you in cahoots with those crafty foxes? And hand back those immediately. Those are evidence of a crime and not for anyone else to touch. Drop the panties right now! I'm innocent until proven guilty. It's one of the golden rules of court. Just... Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your IDs without being turned into a shish kebab. What? No, stop. Shut up. Just drop the evidence and walk away. I am Tsukino Mio, chief of the village guards, and I'm ordering you to stop what you're... or drop what you're holding right now. Some portions of fashion, bro. Pink and black just don't go together. Certain shades of pink go with black. Like, there was, whatchamacallit, there was like a Tron game once that I played, and it's like most of those outfits are black, but you can like choose the lighting on it. And if you have like pink lighting on that, it actually doesn't look that bad if you have like certain shades of it. Black is one of those things that goes with lots of stuff, I think, in general. I don't know of any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop would go around dressed like that wielding a katana. Wait, no. I'm doing the wrong voice. More importantly, the ground here is muddy and dirty. You sure us to drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but... Ah! Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me, the pointy end of her naginata aimed for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time. I was able to palm away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upwards on the wooden shaft of a weapon, sending it up into the air, and causing the girl to lose her balance. Narumi, I did not order you to attack. Fine, I'll give him back. Jeez, just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. Extending the hand that held the undies, I tried to hand them over, something that I thought that I would soon end up regretting. Huh, you think I'd fall for something so simple? Fool, you may have fooled me once, but I won't let it happen again. The woman swung her weapon wide, locking the thick wooden pole into my side before I could dodge. Man, I just hate it when women arc a thick wooden pole into my side before I can dodge. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good time to me, even though it was that one time. She then lunged forwards and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, leaving me with sore ribs in a prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only lead to more fighting. With the possibility of ending up stabbed, I decided to remain passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly. Oh boy. Your methods might be crude, but they do get results, Hikage. Tie him up. We'll bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding. Right. People wonder why criminals want to resist arrest at all costs. I don't think anyone wonders that. No one. Just... Alright. I mumbled this weakly as the girl with the naginata tied my wrists together with rope and soon felt myself dragged by the duo towards the city. It's when you realize your girl's in the Let's not. Let's not. The city? We're not taking you all the way there. You'll be spending the night in the village cells, thief. Who are you calling a thief? I'm the victim. First I get onions tossed in my face, and then I had to deal with physical abuse, and now these accusations? Besides, there's no village around these parts. It's a city. You know, Tsukino Toshi. Silence. Hikage, if he speaks again before we get to the village, you have my permission to knock him unconscious. Soon to right tyrant.
Huh. That's funny.
And that's how I ended up on my way to a jail cell, cuffed and dragged by two girls, both of whom I started to suspect were crazy. I'm sorry, Ero, for everything. Don't be. I'm the one who got us into this mess. I gotta get us out of it. In general. Hey, man, if anything, you've been one of my main supporters. If anything, I've started all this. Good, there's no girls on screen. I can undo myself. There we go. When we exited the forest, alarms set off in my mind. The city I had lived in my whole life. It was gone. You gotta be kidding me. I wasn't in Tsukino Toshi, then where the hell was I? Well, that didn't last long. Oh well.
Hey, no talking. Come on, I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda. Maybe a punch or two. I just want to know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily.
The attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. The right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look more like they belong in some sort of classic samurai movie.
Huh? What the heck is a movie? One thing I know about is... this is Harumaru. He's been here forever.
Hikage, I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again.
Actually, he told me that I could, because it's America, land of the free. But he didn't tell me that I had to.
Must be tough being the subordinate of someone like that. Be quiet, or I will silence you for good. Think you're good if the only thing the game shows is the girl's neutral poses? Yeah, probably. The YouTube is a fickle mistress. He gets jealous when you show other women. This time didn't seem to be an idle threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having to play the hero earlier. Hopefully there will be someone with more common sense in the village. Several minutes later. I soon found myself confined within a small room. The stern-looking consumed girl glaring down at me while the other girl, who was apparently called Narumi, seems to have softened up a little. From what I gathered during the conversations, they had called the village elder to help oversee my questioning. What purpose did these thefts have? Or are you just some pervert who gets of sniffing girls' undies? I oughta castrate you. I already told you, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention anything worn by you would probably smell sour. Oh, fucking Takahiro with the burn. Christ, man. To be fair, not what you want to say to someone who could kill you. That's not usually the ideal option. I couldn't see too well from the cell where they had put me, but I was almost certain I could hear Narumi laughing nearby. I half expected the village elder to be some hot lady. Honestly, this is kind of refreshing in a way.
Suki, no, please calm down. You brought him to learn the reason behind his presence in the forest, didn't you?
That is correct, Elder-sama. I believe he was working together with the fox spirits to steal, panties and other undergarments. Objection! Objection! Even when I'm not playing Ace Attorney, I'm playing Ace Attorney.
What are you objecting to, young man?
The evidence surrounding the defendant's accusation was fabricated. Narumi-san, would you please answer this question for the judge? What is dono? I think dono is like... real answer? I think it's when like... I think it's like the term for like a lord, kind of like it's one of those like sama things, but like... joke answer, it's when you give money to a Twitch streamer and then they're like, thank you, dono. Thanks for the dono, or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like an honorific thing. Was the defendant, that is, myself, anywhere near those girls while you two were in pursuit of them?
Hold it!
Just who are you calling a judge here? Lower your voice or I will strike you down.
Hey, Mio-san, maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy clearly isn't a bandit. We could just ask him why he was up there in the woods. If he has a valid reason, then sure. If not, then he's clearly a panty thief and we'll use him as a punching bag out in the yard.
Why are there so many Japanese games where one of the main plot elements is panties? You know, I wish I had an answer for you, but I don't. I don't know why that's such a staple of the culture. If I had to guess, it's like... there was probably like a few popular ones with that sort of thing, and everyone else was like, oh, we should also do stuff like that. Then eventually Ace Attorney even caught on, and it's like, wow. Really? And technically with Ace Attorney it was played as a joke, so there's that, but you know, it's like... I don't know. It is kind of a funny idea. I mean, hell, even in Danganronpa 2, one of the cases revolves around the culprit not... you know, never mind. Never mind. Anyway. Finally! Yeah, I thought this was about to become a turnabout case. You know what, I will give this game a slightly higher mental rating just by virtue of the fact that it had an Ace Attorney reference in there. I like that. That was pretty good. I'll give it some credit. Not bad. Not as bad as it could be. I sighed deeply, partly amused by my own act despite the seriousness of the situation. Who would have ever thought that mimicking characters from games and movies would end up getting me out of trouble? I've been there, man. Relatable. This guy's me. He's me for real. Ha! As long as I didn't become an ace prisoner, things would hopefully turn out for the better. You know what? That's actually kind of funny. I'll give it the game that. I like that. That was funny.
A wise idea, Narumi-chan. How about you start by giving us your name?
Gushken. Gushken Takahiro. Take a shot every time a friendship relationship in anime started out because of panties. Don't do it because you'll die. I'm pretty sure I would die regardless. And this way at least I'll die drunk.
So what were you doing in the forest when these two were chasing the thieves?
I'm not entirely sure myself. One moment I was praying at the shrine, hidden inside the forest. Next thing I knew, some weird girl was talking to me.
A girl?
Yes, a girl with horns and a tail. I know it sounds weird, but I could have sworn I saw her before. I must have fainted. After that, I woke up somewhere in the forest. Wait, hold on a sec. What? Never mind. I woke up somewhere the forest. Okay, there we go.
Tsuki no Dono, Narino-chan, Narumi-chan. You recall the stories by the shrine near our village?
Forgive me, Elder-sama. I do not recall.
I know it's a place of high spiritual energy, a sacred place, but I can't remember the details. Sorry, grandfather.
The shrine belongs to Tsuyuri, a powerful spirit that has been watching over our village for as long as anyone can remember. Unlike fox spirits, we tend to avoid going too deep into the forest.
I still think I could get rid of those pests once and for all if you would just let me go in and find their home. It's probably hidden in some damp cave on the hill or some run-down old house. Oh my god. I guess I could keep this going for a minute, but like, I don't know.
Humans and spirits rarely mingle, even if they meet with good intentions. The fact that this lad says he saw a spirit means there's a chance he was there for a reason. Not to mention, did you take a good look at him yet? He seems disoriented and his clothes look foreign.
He didn't seem to be talking gibberish earlier. Claimed to be from a city near here, but there's nothing like that around for miles.
He was also talking about... Wait, did I say the wrong character for that?
He was also talking about something called a movie, and he's used some fighting techniques I've never seen before.
He's still a pervert. I'm not a pervert. It's perfectly natural for a guy my age to be Wait, what? Hold on, hold up. But dial it back, dude. What? Yeah. Besides, if you're talking about how the panties ended up on my face, I had nothing to do with it, tsundere tyrant. I don't think she knows what a tsundere is, dude. What did you just call me? What did you just call me? I gotta smash you to pieces, you brat.
Oh wait, but now that I think about it, those two foxes did look like they were just abandoning them. But grandfather, what does this all mean?
I can't be certain. However, I believe it is unlikely that he's working with the fox spirits. Still, I've never heard of any human come upon a spirit such as Tsuyuri. I dare say he might not even be of this world.
Wait, are you trying to say that I'm in a different world now?
That would be the most logical explanation.
Huh? What world would that be considered logical? But I have an important tournament to participate in 2 weeks from now.
Well, no one has ever experienced something like this before. We'll have to think of how to deal with you, or if it is even possible to get you back on your own world.
In the meantime, a night in the cell won't hurt. He did assault a village guard, and he resisted arrest. He could stay here until he rots for all I care, but I suspect the Elder will wish to have a talk with you soon. Hikage, I'm going to clean myself off. I suggest you do the same.
I would take offense for implying that I stink, but that was one hell of a run. Those fox spirits run fast. I would still like to know more about those techniques, Takahiro-san. If you have to stick around, I might want to go a few rounds with you.
It's not like I'll be going anywhere for the time being.
It is only for a few hours while we discuss what to do with you. A person such as yourself would end up causing quite the commotion amongst the villagers, so it is necessary to convince them that you mean them no harm before we release you.
And that was how I found myself stuck in a jail cell while other people responsible for my situation left to deal with personal errands. And that's how I met your mother. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Arrowhead. I don't want to play this anymore. I didn't want to play it at the beginning either. I had the game audio too loud the entire time. And I hope to see you all next time. My next stream will be this Tuesday. As for what it'll be sure to check out my schedule when I post it tomorrow to find out. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening, and goodbye for now.